Good morning, traders. This is Mac Billion. Today is May 5th, 2015, and let's talk about the market. Let's start with IWN and the Spider. We have puts in both, and that's the only two positions we have in a portfolio. We also holding some calls and Baba, and that's gonna report in a few days. So that's the only chance we have to get some premium back if Baba reports good numbers. So now let's start with IWM. IWM right here, you can see here, this chart is broken. It broken. Right here you can see it bounced from the Fibonacci support 120.67, and you could see that it was gonna bounce because it was a nice divergence in the DMI. So you can see the divergence on the directionals. They were overextended, but now the directionals are not overextended anymore. There's no divergence, and this little bounce was all because the divergence in the DMI. Now you can see price. Let me zoom this out so you can see price tests the breakout zone very nicely, and that's when I send alert and say get more puts. Why? Because the probability of this going down is like 80-20 of breaking out right here and continue. So there is a little probability that this could continue. So that's what I'm using the 50 simple moving average as my stop, or around 124.50. The 50 simple moving average right now is 124. So I will give it a 50 cents more to see if we can this is gonna test right here and fail. But we can see today that if it fail just by testing this trend line. So let's see what happened tomorrow. DMI is bearish and is trending up, and it's strong because it's at 20. So let's see what happens. We have a full position and IWM holding 120 June puts. Now let's talk about Spider. That's the other position we have. We are following our plan. It break down beautiful here. We could take 30% profits, but I want more on this position. I want at least 50 or 100% profits. You can see right here we bounce from this support, this trend support, and it's right here. You see this doji today. This is a sign with low volume that nobody wants to buy right here. I have my stop right here on this in this spike highs, which is 212.50. That's our stop. If we break out right here, I'm gonna go long, of course. You don't have to be biased. If this thing break out right here, I'm gonna go long. I'm not gonna wait. But this thing based in low volume, DMI being bearish, and DMI flat, I think we're just gonna move probably for 2 or 3 days right here until it start going down. That's the probability. That's the high probability. There is also a probability that it can break out this zone, and we have to take our loss and go long. Now let's talk about another one. Let's talk about DIA. I like this one. I'm watching this one because this one can pay us very good. Look at this. It break down right here, but it didn't confirm the next day. But watch this. It's getting close to the apex of this triangle wedge. Usually when we getting close to the apex is when huge breakout happens. It can go up or it can go down. Now, based on DMI, there's more probability that it's gonna break down. And based on being at the top of this Fibonacci, very near to 180, which is the Fibonacci resistance, there's a high probability that the bears might take over because the bulls are overexhausted. You see this whole accumulation? So there's no support. There's little support right here if we break down. So this can be a nice trade if we can catch it. So everybody put this in your watch list because this one can pay huge if we can catch it on time. Now let's talk about the VIX. Let me show you the VIX so you guys see what's going on. The VIX, as you can see here, is very near to support, very near. And you see the V shape on the directional, the minus directional. That means that these things start moving up anytime. We just need a catalyst, of course. There's many news around the world. The ones that I'm seeing right now are getting too old, like Greece, like terrorism, like all the news that they're getting too old. We need a new catalyst to move the market to put the market trending, because the market has been trending. Look at this. It has been moving up and down, and that's why I have been trading very light. No more than 3 positions, no more than 15% long or short in the market. I know it's terrible. I know it's not fun. Usually when the market is trending, I go 8 positions. So I go 40, 50% long or short. But the market has been moving sideways. You can see the VIX right here, sideways for almost 6 months. We're going to have half a year trending sideways. It doesn't trend more than 3 days. It goes up 2 days, down 3 days, up 3 days, down 2 days. Impossible to trade. But let's see if we can finally get a trend and we can make some money. Now let's talk about another one. Let's talk about the last one. Let's talk about Apple. I know you guys like Apple. I like Apple, but there's nothing here. There's nothing here to trade. I don't even watching Apple today and last week. It's nothing there. It tests this Fibonacci resistance 134. It's holding this trend line right here about the 50 simple moving average, but I don't like the 5 simple moving average. It's trending down. If it crosses the 50, we can finally gonna test the 119.88. 88, yes. So that's my take. If it goes to this trend line, there I will be interested in buying calls. But right here, there's nothing to trade. There's nothing attractive. ADX is at 12, very low. There's no money. There is no gas. There's nothing there. Just wait to see if we can get a better trade. Okay, traders, this is everything for today. Trade on.